if I was a kitchen knife maker and I made an awesome kitchen knife and I sold it to you and then you killed somebody, would it be my fault because I gave you the kitchen knife or I sold you the kitchen knife? Or would it be your fault because you're a psychopath? All right, guys, the latest in relevant news is, you know it, Kim Kardashian. And I don't care about Kim Kardashian. I could care less. But when the repercussions of her actions affect my life, I have to care. So when you ask, Madsen, why do you care about Kim Kardashian? I don't care about Kim Kardashian. This is simply something that has affected my life and is going to affect anybody's in cryptos, basically, because this is actually big news. I'm going to get into exactly why and how what she has done has actually affected the whole crypto market and will affect the crypto market further. So that's what we're going to get into in today's video. Basically, and the most important part of this video is going to be, I'm going to talk about it right at the end here. So it's going to be Kim Kardashian's you have to know the context before. That's why it's going to be at the end. Kim Kardashian's $1 million fine could impact Uniswap, SushiSwap, and other decentralized exchanges. So what did Kim Kardashian do is what I'm going to tell you. Kim Kardashian literally robbed her followers. Now, some people might say, oh, she didn't really rob her followers, but she did. She did. It's just a matter of perspective. So I'm going to help you guys find that perspective because it is fairly important. Now, I'm going to go into the SEC settlement paper here. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I just want you guys to get the gist of what happened. And yeah, we're going to figure it out from there. Facts. Kardashian promoted a crypto asset security on her Instagram account in exchange for financial payment from the issuer. Kardashian received approximately $250,000 from this promotion. At the time of her promotion, Kardashian had approximately 225 million Instagram followers. Specifically, Kardashian promoted a securities offering conducted by Ethereum Max, an online company with a public website, Ethereum Max, or the company, in which it offered and sold digital EMAX tokens, EMAX, to the general public. The EMAX tokens promoted by Kardashian were offered and sold as investment contracts and therefore securities pursuant to Section 2A1 of the Securities Act. So basically what happened here is obviously EMAX, this company, approaches Kim Kardashian. They say, hey, look, we got some money for you. All you got to do is put this on your Instagram story. And I can just scroll down to what she actually posted so you guys can read that. This is what she posted. There's a lot of controversy over this whole thing. Basically, it says, this is not financial advice, but sharing what my friends just told me about the Ethereum Max token. A few minutes ago, Ethereum Max burned 400 trillion tokens, literally 50% of their admin wallet, giving back to the entire EMAX community. Very nice, blah, 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 has all these hashtags, then hashtag ad, which is kind of in the spotlight. Because the problem is she didn't claim how much money she got from the company, and therefore she's artificially inflating these EMAX tokens. So the way you can really look at this, because I can guarantee you Kim Kardashian doesn't still hold any of these, whether she got paid actually in EMAX or in cash, I have no idea. But the point is, EMAX only has this money to pay her because they realized they were going to profit off of her. So with the people that Kardashian is going to bring in, those people are going to spend enough money that's going to be able to pay Kardashian. So look at it like this. Imagine you're a pirate captain, all right? I'm going to use an analogy. It's going to be a weird one. You're a pirate captain. You see a cave. You know it's full of booby traps. You say, hey, my trusted crew, go into this cave. There's lots of treasure. Knowing damn well there's no treasure in there. But there are booby traps. So when your crew, who trusts you faithfully, walks in to this cave, they all die. Then, as the captain, you walk off the ship, walk into the cave, loot all of your trusted followers, and then leave. That is essentially what happened here. Kim Kardashian gets paid money that is only there because she put her followers or forced her followers into this company, right? So they go in, they spend their money, that money comes siphons through the company, back out straight into Kim Kardashian's wallet, and she runs away. Does she hold any of this EMAX tokens? I doubt it. I haven't looked deep enough to figure out if she does or even if that information is out there, but I highly doubt it. She probably just took the money and ran. That's what she is. She's an influencer. I don't blame her, but when you get into securities, there are rules. So basically, that is the controversy that is going on right now. Not only is it a securities problem, which we're going to get into of why this is like really important, because I don't care about Kim Kardashian and how she robs her followers. I don't care. My biggest thing is how this is actually affecting DeFi and decentralized exchanges. This is a really important thing. So obviously, this kind of stuff has happened in the past. I think Floyd Mayweather was also involved in the same scheme with Emacs. But then we've also had other things like this pop up, influencers like robbing their followers, giving away $10,000 to one lucky person that retweet, likes, and follows Bank Social IO. This is a project I F with heavily and truly believe it's the next one to pop. $10,000 winner chosen at random in 24 hours. Blah blah blah. Not financial advice. By FaZe Banks. Obviously, this inflated whatever this is, and FaZe Banks ran out, and then they doubled down. I'm 2x already. FaZe K. I don't really know who these guys are, but obviously they're very big influencers. So, they're out here robbing their followers. However, I do know of the Nelk Boys, very familiar, being from Canada myself. Nelk Boys knows what's up. They say PSA from insiders who've been offered these deals. Oh. Any influencers you see promoting any coin or crypto has a very simple goal. Get their fans to invest money because they received free coin or bought in very low. When you all trust them and invest, they sell and make tons of money off of you. Very true. Nelk Boys is woke. All right, so we're going to get into the main point of this video. The whole point of this video is to show you how this is going to affect you and how this is going to affect me, all subsequently because of Kim Kardashian's actions. Now, this is more of a domino effect that is taking place and is a part of a much bigger war that has already been going on kind of behind the scenes, if you guys weren't aware. Now, some of you might be aware, but there may be details that you haven't gotten yet, so, All right, so first we have to ask, was Emacs up to malicious activity? Are they scammy? What is the deal? Were they pump and dumping? What were they doing? Well, this first sentence is going to answer that question. Emacs, crypto, which tumbled 99%. So it went up after Floyd's followers, Kim Kardashian's followers, etc., all FOMO'd in, and then everybody sold. Down 99%. Now, of course, after this news comes up that Kim Kardashian was involved in this, everything pumped, obviously, but that's not the point. Essentially, this was a pump and dump, very blatantly obvious, 99% dump from its all-time high. And is now worth 12 million, which means its actual market cap is quite high. But now there are questions about the ramifications for the creators of the currency, for the people paying for the servers that support the software, and for the exchanges that allowed the asset to be traded, and then other defendants listed in the class action. So essentially they're saying, who are we to punish? Who is responsible for letting these scam coins get into the market? Because in the stock world, in normal asset world, these things have to be accepted onto the exchanges, and they can pick and choose who they want on the exchange. With a decentralized exchange, it doesn't work like that. So CoinMarketCap, a subsidiary of Binance that tracks asset prices, only lists 2 exchanges that the asset could be found, both of which are decentralized: Uniswap and SushiSwap. So 2 decentralized exchanges. Unlike centralized exchanges, which operate like traditional businesses, anyone can trade on a decentralized exchange, and theoretically, they cannot be shut down so long as the underlying blockchain is working. And then here it's just saying Uniswap can block them under the request of the SEC. So essentially, decentralized exchanges are not like normal exchanges, like in the stock world, etc., because anybody can list. So how are they going to stop people being malicious on them? And this is exactly what the SEC is attacking. They're saying they can't control it, so it's bad. We need to get rid of it. So we have a few cases that happened in the past and have been building up. Interestingly, in November 2018, the SEC filed a cease and desist order against the creator of a decentralized exchange, Ether Delta, and issued a statement claiming that an entity that provides an algorithm run on a computer program or on a smart contract using blockchain technology as a means to bring together or execute orders could be providing a trading facility. So the other argument here is not only because there are scams and whatnot, but it's also illegal to have unregistered securities on an exchange. So this code, these smart contracts, are allowing people to list securities or their crypto that's unregistered onto an exchange. So that is the other problem that the SEC is obviously very worried about. And Gary Gensler has had his eye very sharply on. Last month, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, issued 2 separate actions against the creators of decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, for the failing to adopt the Know Your Customer program as part of the Bank Secrecy Act. So the CFTC has also had their eyes on DeFi technology. And then also one more article here just to show you how much has been going on kind of behind the scenes. The Securities and Exchange Commission today charged 2 Florida men and their Cayman Islands company for unregistered sales for more than $30 million of securities using smart contracts and so-called decentralized finance. So again, another piece of evidence that the SEC has had this on their radar for a long time and have been trying to get it regulated. Now, obviously, there is arguments against getting rid of DeFi and getting rid of decentralized exchanges. We're for the people. Well, the nonprofit Electronic Frontier Foundation has raised concerns that holding authors accountable for how to use their code could be a violation of free speech. The CFTC decision currently stands. That could be bad news for the creators of decentralized exchanges, trading assets that are deemed securities. DeFi and DAO code on GitHub, unquestionably First Amendment protected expression. So, basically, they're saying, yes, this is a violation of free speech to not let us do this, and is unquestionably First Amendment protected expression. So they're saying you cannot get rid of DeFi because it's illegal. You can't get rid of it. And it would be exactly like if I made, this is how I look at it. If I was a kitchen knife maker and I made an awesome kitchen knife and I sold it to you and then you killed somebody, would it be my fault because I gave you the kitchen knife or I sold you the kitchen knife? Or would it be your fault because you're a psychopath? That's the question at hand. So basically, there's this code out there that allows people to list securities that are unregistered. So do we just say, okay, that's bad, get rid of it? Or do we try and work around? So that's kind of the trouble now. Now, why hasn't Gensler already gotten rid of this stuff? Why isn't he just regulated? He is the chairman of the SEC. So why hasn't he done anything? The SEC needs more power from Congress to fully regulate crypto, Chair Gensler says. Okay, so there's your answer. He doesn't have enough power. Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman Gary Gensler said Tuesday that Wall Street's top regulator needs Congress to grant it additional powers for overseeing a vast and ever-evolving cryptocurrency market. So basically, he needs more power because he can't do anything right now. So he needs to be granted power from Congress. The American public is buying, selling, and lending crypto on these trading, lending, and DeFi platforms, and there are significant gaps in investor protection. So that's the angle they're taking, obviously. It's investor protection, Gensler said. Make no mistake, to the extent that there are securities on these trading platforms under the laws, they have to register with the commission unless they meet an exemption. And again, make no mistake, if a lending platform is offering securities, it also falls into SEC jurisdiction. So if there are security issues with crypto, the SEC can get involved. But otherwise, if they're in a gray area, it cannot. So that is the problem. The problem is there's lots of gray areas in crypto, so they need more power to effectively regulate the space. But now you're probably asking, okay, why does he want to do this in the first place? Like, that just seems like a lot more work. Why would the SEC want more work? Like, the crypto space is so huge. And that's exactly it. That's exactly why the SEC wants to get involved. If the SEC gets its hands on crypto fully, if it gets full control over crypto, it is now the boss, essentially, of this humongous space where they can get their little piece of the pie, right? When you have a lot more work, you need a lot more funding, right? So now the SEC is much, much bigger. So that's kind of how you should kind of look at this whole situation. Now, this is kind of older news that we were just looking at, that the SEC has been trying to get more power from Congress to regulate the space. This is more recent. This is September 8th, 2022. So this is very recent. SEC chairman backed Congress to give the CFTC, which we were just talking about, more power to oversee and regulate Bitcoin and non-security cryptos. Gensler, the chair of the Securities Exchange Commission, said we could support he will support the United States Congress to delegate more regulatory power to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, to regulate non-security tokens like Bitcoin. So, not securities, because that's the SEC's dominion, right? They don't want them doing that. They wouldn't want to share their power. The SEC chair made this known during an industry conference held today, as the Wall Street Journal reported. According to Gensler, he would throw his weight behind the U.S. Congress to hand over more regulatory power over non-security assets to CFTC. This is funny how adamant he is about this. Gensler said he would only support giving the CFTC more authority over selected cryptocurrencies as long as the move does not affect the SEC in any way. So this really goes to show like this power dynamic. They just want more power. They don't want to lose any of their power, right? Because then that would make them less important and thus less funding. So they don't want each other stepping on each other's toes. But why would Gensler want to give more power to the CFTC? Why wouldn't he just want to take it all in all? Well, if the SEC is backing the CFTC to get more power, then maybe the CFTC will back the SEC to get more power after. So they're kind of using it as a stepping stone, is how I'm viewing it. So this is very interesting because this is more recent news. Plus, we have this spotlight on DeFi and this spotlight on crypto scams and the security of the investors and whatnot, all in the spotlight. So everybody's looking at it. So that puts a lot of pressure on the government, and it puts a lot of pressure on people like the SEC and whatnot to get this stuff managed. So people start to panic. Oh, maybe we should give Gensler more power, you know? So there's this domino effect that is happening. And it might seem silly that is starting from Kim Kardashian of all people, but she's a huge celebrity. What better way to get everything in front of everybody's face, right? So guys, that is like my angle on all this. Let me know what you think. I do this research on my own anyway, so I figured I'd share it. I'm not exactly trying to change your mind in any way. If you guys have a different opinion, let me know. I'm interested to hear. So, yeah, guys, that's going to be it. If you guys want more content, subscribe, and maybe I'll keep uploading for you guys. Anyways, I will catch you in the next one.